Hi folks, Steve the Hurricane here. It's Sunday night, so break out the wine and the champagne and let's raise a toast to another exciting episode of A Drink with the Hurricane. Cheers. Alright, so for today's episode of A Drink with the Hurricane, I'm going to talk about one of the key components of the Hurricane Marketing Bootcamp I'm going to cover February of 2015. One of the skill sets that I train people all the time on, and the reason why my clients get the referrals that they want for their organization is because of one attribute. It is their ability to woo people. What does wooing people mean? Woo is an acronym for winning others over. It's one of my core foundations. It's one of the things that, like I said, I train all of our people on when I speak at my conferences and my boot camps and everything. I solidify that you have to win people over. You see, a lot of people think that you have to go into a referral source and you have to give a social worker some candy or some tchotchkes or pens or whatever, and that's going to win the social worker over. Well, let me tell you, the truth is, in order to win someone over, it's all about developing a relationship that makes them want to refer you. First off, they have to understand what you do, and you have to educate them as to what you do. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I know home care, I know hospice, I know private duty. The answer and the truth, folks, is no. Most social workers, most physicians and nurses do not know it. Why? Because the majority of these key staff individuals have worked in hospital or facility settings their entire professional career. So even if I've been a social worker for 30 years, I've never actually worked in home care or hospice. I really don't know or understand all that's involved in it. So you have to educate me. But before you educate me, you have to be able to at least win me over enough to be able to buy my time, and not buy my time financially, but buy my time meaning I'm going to be generous enough to give you time to educate me on your services through a lunch and learn, an in-service or something like that, so that now that I understand what you do, and now that I kind of sort of like you, you've started to win me over, and so I'm going to start to trust you with the referrals of the patients that I see every single day. This is so important. I was talking to a franchise, a private duty franchise, I'm not going to say the name, but they got about 100 locations throughout the country a couple of days ago. When I was speaking to that person, we talked about the top 3 referrers for that organization all throughout the country. Number one, or not even number one, 25% of their referrals came from past or current clients. 25% of their referrals came from the internet. But 50%, half of all the revenue for that franchise came from direct professional referrals. And that, my friends, comes from people who are winning over the people who can make the referrals. Home care, hospice, and private duty is not new. You're going to have to work someone else out. And the best way to do so is to win them over. Now, if you have challenges with this, if you have a hard time with this, as I said earlier, in February of 2015, I got a brand spanking new Hurricane Marketing Bootcamp 2.0. You need to sign up. Take a trip down to the Big Easy, go to Mardi Gras, sip on a drink or something, and then come to the training, get everything that you need to dominate your market. I know where I'm going to be February of 2015. The question is, where will you be? And where will your business be? So folks, I'm Steve the Hurricane, and remember, don't just beat your competition, but